It's always a fun.
Reclaim host.
So
All right.
we're like walking through and everything, and then at the end, like, she'll create a house, like, hey, show me this one. Like, 290 or 890. I'm like, well, that's whatever her name was, like, ask her. if she
I can leave
do
this
it,
one,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Like, me and nothing, right off. Crazy.
Why is it not opening in slides?
Her brokerage or anything.
They both have to blood, they do want to do because I think, the parents.
That's ranking everyone away.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
Especially with Michelle coming.
I know.
Do you want to text her and let her know like the storm took everyone away? So like, if those want to reschedule?
Okay.
Should be 3 on.
Come on. Can you ask Elena to reshare that? I can't open it.
I bring her in. Yeah, she was gonna get her. So she.
I just need the water. Well, when you have her on then.
But she's probably.
His mother, so when they get that,
I cannot believe there's like 6 people here.
you don't.
I would like the record to reflect we have an extremely great bridge group contingent today. Oh.
Hey, yeah, like 30%.
Maddie and I,
It's
we
really
admire. We keep seeing each other. and
I run into Candy every day. Look who's back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah. But out here is
I'm just waiting for the team meeting. What happened to my Zoom?
No, something is homemade pasta, pizza, everything's so cheap. And by cheap, I mean it's just not.
Yeah.
Like normal price.
I don't know what happened to my Zoom.
Well, you know, on the way here, I had the radio on and the radio was like, cut out, cut out.
Let me make sure my Zoom comes back. I'm so sorry, guys.
And you have to drive on the other side. Or-
No, it's the regular side, but their roads like,
My Zoom.
and they're like all driving. I don't know how. to do it.
I don't know.
How long, like,
So we know it's 8 hours like there overnight, so we just slept and then 2 hours. Over.
All right, we're back. I'm gonna share my screen. How's everybody?
good.
All the people.
Good.
All right, Bill's good. Yeah, Karen McCall, David McDonald on here, Shoop's on here, Bill Park, Bill Maniaci. Starting with bucket fills. Let's,
Oh,
any live bucket fills from the audience? There's like 70 people here, guys. Just kidding. I know the rain has kept everybody out, but
We're sharing your screen, so I don't think it's showing.
oh yeah, can't even see. Well, maybe they can see my profile. Yeah. There's no nice notes, no bucket fills.
But I have to say, everything.
Candace has one.
Changes that we go through as management or staff. It's always greatly appreciated if people cooperate and help them with those changes. That I just think that you guys are amazing, even though Angelina isn't here. And you have new staff to change, to train, and new staff to hire, and we've got this great, assistant team.
Yeah, everybody give him a big round of applause. He jumped right in. He's asking to help. He said, how can I help grow this place? How can I help, care for the agents? How can I just be a team player? How can I take ownership in what I'm doing? So thank you.
Get shit done too.
And get stuff done.
I'm gonna bucket fill Crow, because we had a pretty intimate conversation last week and a little bit of heart to heart, so that was nice to have with Crow, so she's killing it, and that's my bucket fill.
Love it.
I went Bill Tate, and his pictures, he's started his photography company a while ago, about a year ago, and he's so good, and I'm picky. He does.
It's so good.
I'm so proud of you.
Homescape Media, is that what it's called?
They're also a proud sponsor of our Top Agents Under 40 event, which is on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll get there. We will get there. All right. By the way, at some point, I'm gonna have to hop out of this to hop into Kahoot, because I didn't sign in yet, but we're gonna be doing that later. Mega Camp's coming up in 6 weeks or 7 weeks, August 12th through the 14th or 15th. It's gonna be good. They were actually talking about it again yesterday on the growth call. It is legitimately all about the market that we're going into with the NAR settlement. Everything is going to be about building skills for the market moving forward, everything. And they've already kind of given us a few sneak peeks of some stuff. It's never not been fully worth it to go. And obviously don't ever go unless you plan on getting a return on investment. So every year we come back and our business is better in some aspect. It's always an investment, but there is a return on investment every single time. So if you can make it, you can scan the barcode, sign up. I think is early bird pricings.
I think it's $7.99.
$7.99
Yeah.
early bird ended. Well, it's worth it either way. Huh? What?
A lot of water going on in Texas.
Is there?
Well, I think.
it flooding?
Yeah, flooding and that. I don't think it's around Austin, but
No, we're
Who
not close
knows?
enough to water,
yeah.
except for the river. Our regional director and Rick Rico, who I'm not familiar with, but I am familiar with Lucas Howard. They are doing a special agent mastermind starting July 10th at 1 p.m. There's a barcode up there. We'll make sure that it's marketed around the office. This will be well worth going to, and it's enough time in advance you can get it on your calendar. Mastering the buyer presentation in the new era. So again, this is around the NAR changes, and it's going to be really important moving forward to making sure that you're doing things the right way. Thursday, we've had a huge turnout for this. We've had a huge turnout for the voting for this. I think there's going to be a lot of agents there, a lot of people that you'll co-op with, either have or in the future. It's given us the opportunity to get into a relationship with a lot of these people who are not in KW so far.
We're super excited to feature Sakra and Billy from KW, which is lovely. We're the only brokerage with 2 agents represented, which was the max for the rule I made up, which I might have regretted later, but it's fine. Had I not, it would have been all KW, not all, but wait.
Vast majority.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. I hope you guys come out. Nick Wilson, Zach Bucks, Dominic with Living Title, and Bill Tate are all sponsoring. It's 4 to 7 at Brewery Becker right down the street. The panel questions, if you ask me, are excellent.
We're looking to bring value to everyone in the crowd.
And there's a lot of people on this list that we haven't, like, I had never spoken to Drake Temple before, Tom Burns, Nick Bodenstel. So it's really great to make new friends, in the industry and give the young people in our county a platform to speak from. Because
If
other
you've-
organizations aren't great at it.
If you've never met Krista Davies, she is the sweetest. She's 1 year into the business, started off at Berkshire Hathaway, has 2-year-old triplets at home,
3-year-old.
3-year-old triplets, maybe they just turned 3. First year in the business, sold $6.5 million.
Who's she with?
She was coming here. She was my recruit. But she ended
Loves
up,
that.
she ended up joining Remerica because she's not able to get into the office because of her triplets. And they had a lower cap, or she's not going to take advantage of anything, but she'll be here eventually.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
But please come.
And they're great agents to get to know, because if you're writing offers and you got relationships with one of these 10 on the board, it stands out. I know I've gotten my offer accepted with Chris a couple times just because of how close Chris and I are.
Oh, 100%. It's so worth it to know who you're in business with, and if they know that you're good, they will make sure that they're doing everything they can to work with you.
Idea might be to call and congratulate those people as a way to develop relationships.
If you have a relationship with them, it's even better.
Do not cold call these people.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Do not cold call these people.
Don't.
I don't need 26 people calling the next Todd Feedy.
Todd, it's fine. You found up with this eventually.
Yeah. MREA podcast. Every Monday, this podcast comes out. Every Monday, it's been on my morning routine to listen to this for 40 minutes, because that's how long they are, while I work out. And every single Monday, I get huge nuggets of value from each one of these. I have to pause my workout sometimes. I bring my Remarkable downstairs while I'm working out to stop and take notes, even though Jason says, if you want the notes, he writes a 1-page business plan for everybody that he interviews, and he emails them out on Thursday. But every single week, it's so good.
Is it on there?
Spotify or podcasts or YouTube.
So if you got an iPhone, it's right on the podcast app. So you can just search it up and it'll be right on there.
I don't.
It's just worth
Google
it.
Play Store.
For me, it's on my calendar now. Like,
Okay.
it's
Is
a must.
Is it a certain time? Is it
It,
all day?
it just drops Mondays at like
Okay.
midnight, and then you can watch it or listen to it anytime.
Okay.
While you're driving, while you're doing whatever. This last week, they had Jen Davis on there, who was formerly the president of MAPS Coaching. But before that, she was the buyer's agent for Dan Holt Group, and she was a single buyer's agent for that team that sold 255 houses 3 years in a row as a buyer's agent with multiple showing assistants. And she explains everything on how she did it. She also explains how, if you don't want to run and do 255 transactions a year, how to scale it back and do 30. Like, it was really enlightening on how she was able to handle the logistics of all of these clients, that even in my coaching conversations yesterday, it's no different than what we're doing today. If we get a phone call for a buyer client that wants to do something in October, okay, we're putting them in the October bucket and following up accordingly. But if we get a call for somebody who wants to list in July, they're in July bucket. But as we go, being purposeful throughout the year of what buckets we're putting people in, so that we're filling the entire year up and not just running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Proven. It was so valuable. Mr. Esteban.
Just 2 quick updates. Has anybody played with the new command on how to find your cap? Scott?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll just go over how to find that. And then 2, one thing to make sure, I have a lot of people who forget their password, and when they first started with KW, they don't know what recovery email they had. So we'll show you how to just edit your recovery email so that when you do forget your password, you know where to go. So under your settings, you're just going to go to my profile. Put that right there. I know. Okay, so under my profile, all you guys have to do would be go to my KW. And then under your KW, you can update your recovery email. You can update your, it shows you who your sponsor is, your profit share bank account. If you want to change that, you just hit the edit button and then you just type in your whatever steps you have to go through and update it through there. And then if you want to check your cap, now you just find it. Before it was mykw.kw.com or it was on our commissions tab. So they took that away. Now under Living My or Michigan, we don't have the option here, but you guys will have something that says compensation and you just click on compensation and it shows you how much you have towards the market center and how much left towards royalty. And that's pretty much it. And then Lori's going to show us how to fill out the offers and commissions tab.
Thanks, that's fine. So I just kind of wanted to show everybody the changes on the commission tab.
This is important if they want to get paid, right?
Correct, yes.
It's under Act 5.
All right, so we're gonna just go in here very quickly and show you, they switched it, so now there's just 2 tabs for this, and we're gonna put in. So I want to note this is the first thing of noted of difference. Do you see now what's available? Land, commercial, and residential. If it's residential, it's going to, you can choose resale and then how many units. And then if it's commercial, note what changes. This is now square footage. So you'd say, and then if it's land, it's going to go to acreage. So that's how they're doing awards moving forward. And that's why it's important to know what you, if it's commercial, put commercial.
So they're gonna be giving awards on commercial square footage sold?
Yes, sir. Yep.
For
Yeah.
offer name, Lori, what should we have? up?
So always, when you're putting in an offer, please name it the property. Oops.
I'm just believing.
They're making you put the seller in. Yep, you should know your seller at this point. It's on your PA or wherever, right? Sale price, we're just going to make that up.
But not the buy.
Yeah, they're gonna put you, the buyer's optional.
Oh.
Then they want the buyer's agent name. All right, so now they're gonna, everything with asterisks is what I'm making and putting in here, right? So I'm gonna say it closes on the 29th, and I know that this doesn't have asterisks, but if I say create and accept offer, this is going, they're gonna want me to do this, so. All right. So that's basically it for that. It's pretty easy. So right up here is what you just put in, all this information. If you accidentally did something wrong, you can edit it right here. Now you're putting in the buyer commission information. It's saying you haven't applied $10,500 in commission toward anybody. We know that. We haven't added anybody yet. But if you added a bonus, let's say you have a 495 bonus, you're going to throw that in here. Something I want to note right here that's very important. This little toggle switch, some market centers, not ours, some market centers will take company dollar out of that bonus. We do not. So this little toggle means we do not take company dollar out of your 495. So that's important
And
to
if you
know.
forget that, well, anyway.
We check it when we pay commission,
And if, okay, so it's usually not checked.
but it's usually checked. You're gonna turn that off.
So if you see that we checked it,
I will uncheck it for you. I'm your double check, but it's nice to have that double check, right? It'd be great if it, yeah. All right, so just go ahead and save this. Now we're just gonna add our agent. So I'm gonna show you, this is kind of a little bit different. We're gonna say Esteban, and he's going to get the unit. this is what's different. This unit has nothing to do with how much commission you're getting anymore, unlike it used to be. Esteban, we're gonna give him the bonus. This is the part that determines how much Esteban gets. He's going to get 75% of the deal. So we put 75 there. And then a lot of people were complaining that they had to do the math with a calculator, not realizing if they put 75 in there, they don't have to do any math. They were skipping this and putting the amount in here. So just know if you get 75%, you put it right there, okay? And then he's going to add $100 processing fee. What's cool is we've put them in here for you. You don't have to type anything now. And save. All right, so we'll put another agent in so I can show you this. Just say that Sakura did a deal with him. She didn't get any units, but she got that 25, right? Just so you guys know, I don't really care if you put E&O or not. That's not where it goes. I added it as a deduction, but I don't really care if you put it in or not, if that's helpful. All right, so now there's 2 people on there. If you forgot something and you can say add outside referral right here. And you can, does anybody want me to show you how to add an outside referral, or it's kind of the same as it used to be? All right, so what I really like about this is anything you don't know how to do, put in notes, because we will always read the notes, always. If you're like, I don't know how to do this split, please split it this way. That's okay, go ahead and submit that. So I'm gonna say, I don't know how to send a referral, help. So if you save that and now submit it to me, just gonna say skip for all right now. It's done. I'm gonna see your note, help. I'm gonna be like, hey. And then we can actually, I can write a note back to you and it's gonna come in here and there will be a conversation down here between us. And the other thing I wanna show you is, let's say the price changed. I've already submitted this. You used to have to request termination, but now I can just go back in here even after I submitted it and I can change the price.
Always nice when the price goes up.
Yeah, sure is. And I resubmitted it. I can change the closing date in here. I can do all those things. And you can resubmit, resubmit as many times as you want.
And we couldn't do that.
You could not, you had to request a termination and it was a little bit of a pain.
So if the commission paid off of that, not actually the sale price, how do we adjust that in there? So say they paid 300, but then they ended up getting 15 concessions after the inspection. So we're only paying off.
You can still add, you can edit concessions down here.
And then it'll be based off that price.
Yeah, so let's say I changed the sale price. I want to show you though what happened. Look what happened right here to the commission rate. So you're going to want to edit this back up to 3% as well.
So that changed with the sale price?
Correct.
Oh, gosh.
We always check. I'm just saying, these are new features and new options. You can resubmit all day long now, which is nice. Any questions?
So where would you put that concession in?
Back when I first put in the, okay, not here, in the offer. And right here. Paid by whoever's paying it, right? And they'll say, take it off the top. See that little toggle?
And that'll just get you paid on the net then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's a nice feature, so.
It's
That's
a
all.
good thing that Command's pretty user friendly. Like, as long as you follow the prompts and fill everything in,
Yeah.
it usually works out okay.
Yep.
Would you want us to put like additional notes in there just to have 2 areas, just to be clear for?
The notes on the offers page, I can't see.
No, just
That's
right
for
here.
you, but the notes here. I don't really care if there's notes. We always look for the outside. One thing I do want to know before you click away.
Yeah.
We always look for that. If you put the referral agreement and a W-9 in the documents, we don't always see that. Like if it's not here, it's doesn't exist. That's very important. All right, thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren.
And there was a shout out on chat from David McDonald to Mr. Scott Hurlbert. Thank you for running the mastermind last Friday, and from me too. Thank you for that. And for those of you that don't know, we do have a mastermind every Friday at 10 a.m. It's beneficial to go to. The more the merrier. We would love to see more show up. We have been having a lot of conversations at that mastermind around the conversations and the NAR settlement. So we know that question's come up a couple of times lately. That's where we're having a lot of those conversations, so please come.
That's it.
That was it. Living Title, located right there in the office. They are a partnership of ours at KW. It does benefit the office if they get used. Nicole is happy to help all the time. She's a wealth of knowledge, and it is awesome that she's right here in the office. Michelle's going to come to the next meeting because we had such a fantastic turnout today. She wanted to come to a smaller one.
I will give you guys a heads up though on these condos. So these are actually, she's taking over the Pine View condos right off of 59. So they're finishing off that entire development. And they're offering both 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom options, and they've sorted out the financing to where VA is now allowed in there. Rural development is allowed in there for the new construction options. So they have both Katie Lawrence and Independent Bank that is partnering with them to offer those 0 down programs for these condos, but they're framing them next week. So Michelle's gonna come next week, hopefully with a little bit more of an update regarding these condos.
Next week.
Next meeting.
Or next meeting.
Next meeting. Yep.
Those across from the high school?
Yes, yeah, the ones that are tucked back there. So you used to have issues with financing back there because the condo development wasn't done, so now that they're finishing it off. It's not also gonna help your past clients that bought in there with resale, because they don't have to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
non-conforming loan anymore.
Yeah. I love that. All right. Where's Bill?
Done.
He's on Zoom. He's not doing an update this week, Billy?
He's very busy this week.
All right.
Listing photos. Well,
Listen.
sort of.
All right.
Market's hot.
Market's hot. That's what he said.
Bunch of new listings coming out. Okay, so I'm going to be preaching to the choir a little bit because all of you that are here and plugged in here. But I've gotten this question from lots of agents. So what do I need to know about this NAR settlement?
Bleh.
And I'm always happy to help. Dominic's always happy to help. That's what we're here for. And that's what this is for. That's what the Friday masterminds are for. There's so much conversation, role play scripting that we've already done. And I'm afraid that so many people have missed out on it. And that deadline, that time change is coming up really, really quickly.
We were talking about it this morning, trying to figure out how we can get this message out even more. If you guys have any ideas, like, we would love to know. If you do have questions about them, please schedule a time to come in and talk to us. Come to the mastermind. It'd be hard to individually meet with all 165 agents, but we are talking about this a lot. And it's important.
I was thinking this morning, the beauty of real estate, especially today, is you can do it from anywhere and you can do most of your work on your own schedule and without real hands-on. And I love that for us. And so much learning and masterminding and growth comes from physically being together. So it's one of the benefits of having a brick and mortar brokerage that you're a part of. If it wasn't a benefit, we would be X or real or something, but there is so much benefit to having a space that we can all be together.
Yeah.
So, please come to the things.
And if you guys are closer to Howell, we have a pretty powerhouse crew over in Howell. So I know that's where PD Group's stationed and Mahone Homes, and everyone's got a pretty open door policy over there.
Absolutely. So you
Yeah.
have so many choices of places to plug into. So please do that.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna see, this is probably gonna be backwards for you guys on Zoom land. But I just want to make sure that you can kind of see, because I'm gonna draw a picture. Jason Abrams did this on a call the other day, and I thought that it was something that you all should see.
This is what he did on Monday.
Not this week, Monday, last week, Monday.
This week, Monday. Keep going.
He keeps drawing every week.
I know.
So on the left side, he has money and happiness. And on the bottom, he has actions / habits. And he said the life that you are living is based on the actions and habits that you are doing on a regular basis. So when most people get into this business or think about their life, they think, I want to be the happiest. I want to make the most money, right? But as time goes on, or maybe things become very real, people start doing the habits at this level, and their happiness in their business lands about there. And that's what the average person's business and life looks like. Now, he gave an example of the actions and habits of Gary Keller, right? And Jay Papasan. And this is where their life is, right? This is the world they live in. This is the world of the average person, the average habits, living the average life and average happiness in the average business, right? So the question is where do you want to land? Or where do you think that you land right now? And where do you want to land? It's your choice. So he said, basically take out a sheet of paper and write down at the top of it, my new habit is, right? If you could add one habit to your life, personally or professionally in your business, what would that be? And write it down, because we know that you have a better chance of achieving it if you actually write it down. So if that was something, you guys were going to do right now, you'd write it down, and then we would ask you to share it with somebody, because that's accountability, right? It actually makes it more real. It makes you work a little bit harder towards doing it because you don't want to let somebody down. The third thing was, and I'm not going to write them all down, but the third thing was have a trigger. And what he means by a trigger is have something on your desk or in front of you that reminds you every day that this is the habit that you should be doing, because it will change your life or your business. Something that reminds you, like, this is my trigger. This is going to make me do that one thing. It could be that you promised your family to go on a vacation and you needed to lead generate 5 more contacts a day, right? So whatever that trigger is, put it out there, put it on your desk, put it in front of you. But you're going to have to change it every 90 days or so, because it's going to become white noise in the background. Step 4 is do it, right? Follow through on whatever the action or habit is that you wanted to create. Step 5 is we all like to finish things. Like, as you're doing it, maybe throughout the day or every day, knowing that you did that habit, check it off on your calendar that you did that one extra thing that'll cause your life to grow into the bigger box. That's closure. Step 5 was closure. Check it off. And then he also wrote down something that was a great reminder that comes out of the one thing, that is, if you do it for 66 days, it becomes an actual habit, right? And then you'll feel bad when you don't do it, because it's something that you created as part of your life that will help your life. That was my little, I thought I needed to share that with you guys.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks. I hope that was helpful.
I used to give myself a gold star in my calendar every day that I worked out. The only person who saw that gold star was me. But every time I looked at it, I knew I worked out that day. So if you, however you do it, make it visible that you accomplished that
Yeah.
by doing I don't know, buy an ice cream.
Absolutely. Reward yourself, whatever it is. It is, give yourself a star. Next up, Kahoot. I don't know what the game pin is.
Log into your Kahoot.
That's.
Then go to your Kahoots and you can launch it from there.
I am in my Kahoots.
Oh, is it to the right? Your Kahoots to the right.
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, wait a minute. Don't look. To join Kahoot, I need to get back into my,
No, go just hit start.
wait, I hit start? Does this give everybody a thing to log into? Okay. She's done this before. Get ready to join. Yeah, press the stop. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Like, that can't be everybody.
Where do we log in at?
To tell them about the fabulous prize, so everyone gets logged in.
Fabulous Prize is a $25 Amazon gift card. Where do you log in at, Bill? You scan that code on the screen. Or go to kahoot.it and type in the game pin.
This thing gives me highlights.
It does? Is that Bill that showed up?
Which bill is that?
That's the.
Oh.
It doesn't mean you don't like, you don't when I use words. Me, that's a big like that too.
Has everybody got it figured out on the Zoom land? E-dubs? That's Aaron. Was that your email address from 1995?
Sub085@yahoo.com. It replaced volleyball GRL 03.
Okay, did we lose somebody on there? Nope. Is that you that left and came back?
I went to my tags.
Oh, Bill Park's on. I think that we should be ready to rock and roll. Going once, going twice. Start. Okay. The 4 stages of growth on the path to $1 million from MREA. You might want to move up to C because I am not reading them to people. All right.
You wanna go over the answer, bro?
What is the answer?
I didn't see where the answer was.
It was the bottom right.
Hold on, don't hit anything.
Don't hit
The
anything.
path to a million is make a million, earn a million.
Net a million, receive a million, and then give a million. Perfect. Next. The 3 L's of the millionaire real estate agent are a lot of people got that right. Almost everybody with leads, listings, leverage. She didn't create this, by the way.
No. That's the only reason.
I'm just seeing four different figures on the screen. With nothing in them.
There's
So-
shapes in them.
Yeah, they're just shapes.
Or the color, follow the color. And that's how you click your answer. There's not like a 1, 2, 3, 4. There's shapes and colors on the answer.
On the screen though, 'cause I think he's like looking for an answer.
Oh, Marissa said the question is on the screen. The question is not on your phone. So look at the screen for the question. Yeah. All right. Scott's in second place. Marissa's in third, working her way up. Kim and then Esteban's on the board. Next, the 4 fundamental models of the real estate sales success. The 4 fundamental models. The economic model, the lead gen model, the budget model, and the organizational model. Nice job, people. Uh-oh. Bill, did you get it that time?
I'm slow but catching on.
All right. You got this. Scott's in first place. Marissa's moving up to second. Aaron didn't answer that one because it's probably not fair. She is disqualified. Next, the 3 key areas of the economic model. Numbers, contacts, appointments, conversion rate, whatever you want to call it. Good job. Oh,
Right off.
right off. Kim is working her way up into second place. Esteban in third. Scott's in first. Totters in fourth. And Shoop in fifth. Let's go. Multi-select. The 4 laws of lead generation. Select 2. There's 3 on one and 1 on the other. All right. Hey, you guys did good on that. Kim. Oh, man. S working his way to number 2. Totters number 3. Scott's going downhill. David McDonald's on his way up. Lead with blank, not blank.
Oh.
Okay. Little mixed bag there, but number 6 is correct. Lead with revenue, not expenses. Who's leading with expenses, not revenue?
Maybe we had checked dyslexia.
It could be. Kim is holding steady. S, totters. David McDonald. Scott is still on the board, but barely. Think blank, aim blank, act blank, and live blank. I almost said think big when I was reading that.
Almost said if somebody missing
Yeah. Great job, everybody. Kim is holding steady. Wow, same board. Let's go. Number 8, the 80-20 rule. What is it? Come on. We got it. Good job, everybody. S was faster to the button there. Whew. Let's get last question. The MREA energy plan, all by 11 a.m. What is it? Pray, exercise, laugh, plan, lead generate. Great job. Who won? Number 3, Kim. All right. And number 2, Totters. Who's number 1? S.
Esteban.
Good job, Esteban. You can collect your prize from Aaron.
Great.
And back to the scheduled programming. Oh, Todd's got something too. Oh, I'm gonna turn the music off.
So I want to go back to this, because I was not on that call, but this has been very heavy for PD Group and kind of the conversations that not only I've been doing myself with our coach that we have, but only conversations that I have also been having with the team. So one of the biggest things that PD Group has been focusing on to affect your actions and your habit is your mindset. And if your mindset is not right, your actions and your habits are not going to be right, which is not going to make you happy and not going to make you money. So with Dominic and the MREA podcast, if you guys want to jumpstart that and listen to the Mindset Mentor beforehand, I highly recommend it. It's with Rob Dow Jr. There's new episodes, I think, every other day. And it gets you right in a good mindset and saying your affirmations and manifesting some shit into habit. So I know, like, this morning I'm gonna have it, Jose, because I'm leaving out of town on Wednesday, and I'm like, you're putting 2 deals on the board while I'm gone. And just manifesting that. But I think that looking even at year over year numbers, we got Bill Park that is absolutely crushing it year over year compared to last year. We got Lindsay Kovacs, Brigg, Angel, we got Julie Tucker, Abby Schmidt, Lena Crumrye, Lisa Solier. These people are absolutely crushing it compared to last year, and it is because they're focusing on their actions and habits. So that is something, take to heart this chart for sure.
Love that.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. I mean, these people are showing up. Like, this year doesn't have to be any harder than any other year. It is what you make of it. It is the habits, the actions haven't changed. The job hasn't changed. We have to get better, but if you come in and learn and continue to improve your skills, just like anything else, like your business will become better when you get better. Your life actually will become better when you get better. That's the easiest way to say it. It's not easy to do, but.
So now Aaron and Dominic text me and they're like, congrats on being up 68% comparison to last year. And like, even thinking first quarter last year, like I was dealing with the tenant that tried burning my condo down and I was dealing with that. And I was like, I didn't have to deal with that this year. And my mindset's in a better spot. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
That my numbers were up just in comparison to last year. So.
Yep. We're coming into the second half of the year.
1 week away.
1 week away from starting the second half, guys.
It's Christmas. like 6.
Christmas is in 6 months. There's like, I literally just looked at the calendar. There's about 6 weeks left before my kids go back to school. Yeah, we were looking at weekends that we could go up north and enjoy. Like, we have 3 weekends that we can actually go up north for the rest of the year, summer. So it's flying by. The office has been very empty lately. I know that everybody's taking this time to go do their things. Please, when you're done doing your things, come back. We have to keep our foot on the gas this year. Or else winter is going to be tough. I'm going to remind you, it's an election year. People are going to be unsettled until they figure out what happens then. Whatever side they're on, it doesn't matter. I remember last time, in the time before, the last 2 elections, it's caused people to say that I'm not going to do anything until we figure out the result.
It starts in September and ends in November.
Guys, keep pushing, keep filling up your top funnel. If you have a lot of business going on right now, if you have a lot of pendings and some listings coming up, great. Those are buckets for things coming up. Keep your foot on the gas, keep doing the things that you need to do right now for the next months, because they're gonna come whether you're ready or not. So I hope this was a good meeting. Thanks for showing up on the Zoom. Thanks for showing up in person. And I think that's a wrap. Cool.
Thank you.
You know what? I didn't ask. We got time still? Oh, we have 10 minutes left. Does anybody have any listings or buyers coming up that they want to talk about?
I do.
And Shoop said, you're welcome. And Alina said, love your people and be better every day. What do you got, Aaron?
New listing, Salem Township, 2,600 square foot ranch with a full finished walkout basement, gorgeous pool, over 2 acres. Coming soon, showing start on Friday.
How'd you get it?
Past client.
How'd you stay in touch with them?
We invite them to all of our events. She's my Mary Kay lady. And her daughter used to work with us for a little bit.
Excellent.
Email newsletters, all the things.
For those of you on Zoom who can't actually hear Erin right now, she just told about hers coming up in Salem, 2,700 square foot ranch, full finished walkout basement on 3 acres with a pool. How much?
1.2.
1.2. And I have somebody quoting us setting up this room to be more virtually enhanced. So we're going to be able to have cameras up and microphones, so you will be able to hear the people talking and see what's going on better for the people who can't come into the office. And we will be using that for all trainings and meetings. That way we can create a library, and it's actually good quality, and you're not looking at the side of our heads, because I hate my profile, my face, but
At least you don't have to look at it as much as we do.
right. Yeah. At least we don't have to look at it. I don't have to look at it. I just see it in pictures.
Softball, like you gotta swing sometimes. That's for the.
In the next
comments.
probably 9 to 12 months, I'm gonna be selling our house. And I'm looking for a ranch. So if you know somebody who says, I'm not gonna list till the fall or next year, please keep me in mind. I need a ranch.
What area?
Only it has to be in Pinckney, it has to be Hamburg Township or Putnam Township. I don't wanna spend $600 out of 600,000, but, I'm not gonna sell my house till I have a house to move to. And it has to be a ranch.
All right.
With a basement.
Candace is looking for a ranch in Pinckney, Hamburg Township, Putnam Township.
In the next 9 to 12.
In the next 9 to 12 months. So if you have anything coming up, reach out to Candace.
BD Group has a condo walking distance to the big house in downtown Ann Arbor. 375, so that's going live today, and then we also have a 2,600 square foot ranch on 11 acres in Dexter. With an unfinished basement but an attached guest suite, and that's going live after the 4th for 700.
Beautiful. Where'd they come from?
One of them was a past client's father's condo who ended up passing away, and the other one was a past client referral from one of the first houses I ever sold.
Love it. How do you keep in touch with your past clients?
Well, my past clients where the dad passed away, we sent flowers to the entire family and showed up to the funeral. So love on them. They come to all of our client events. And then the other one, I actually have not seen in person since 2017 when they bought their house. So technically like wasn't even my buyer, but set them up on all the email campaigns and everything along those lines. I actually did not have their phone number until they called me about 2 months ago. But we sent them the pumpkin when Esteban got that ready last year, put it on their front porch, and they came to our first client event. That we
You were the
had.
listing agent on the house that they bought in 2017?
Renee was the buyer's agent,
Oh, Renee.
and I showed up for their inspection and helped them with their listing,
No,
so.
you gained mind share, like they call it, in these people, and they called you. Excellent.
How do you do like email? Maybe I can talk to you. separately. But like,
Campaigns?
yeah,
You use
Esteban would be the person
Esteban?
for that.
Yeah.
I use a different program than Command, but that's also from some past trauma from leaving my other brokerage, so.
He's still a little bit scarred from that, but that's for another day too. Who else? Anything coming up?
I got.
Dan and Scott.
Land, where you can put just a pole barn on it, and then build a house in a few more years, but right around 10,000 square foot pole barn. A guy wants to put like a batting cage and like a small infield for his kids and some off-season, training. He's looking for like 3 miles from where he lives right now, which is,
Marion Oaks.
Marion Oaks, that new subdivision.
So do we know if Marion Township will allow an outbuilding to be built before a house?
I'm gonna make that call today.
Okay, there's certain townships that will. I'm not sure that Marion Township is one.
My uncle did one years ago, then they built a house like a few years after.
Yeah.
So I think they do, but it may have changed, so.
It may have, yeah, good to check with the townships. Scott?
Vacant land, 21 acres, just off Runyon Lake. It's 2 parcels. One has access to the lake, also boat slip lottery. The other 20 acres is zone RA, so you can have right now the land use permit is for a 63 by 110 outbuilding, along 3,300 square foot ranch walkout. Land is 550. We are also putting up a ghost list at 2.246. That's pretty cool.
So 26 acres?
21 total.
21 acres with lake access
Yep,
on Runyon Lake?
yep.
Wow, vacant land, 550?
550, and then we have one coming up in South Line after the 4th of July, 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,700 square feet. Lake access to Silver Lake. Funky house, super cool, could like multi-generational, that one's gonna be. We'll see what she's done. I'm going over there tomorrow to see, because there was a lot of stuff before, because they lived there for 35 years. 450 to 550. But that's what you really listen.
You said that might have been a cottage that was.
It was a
built
cottage that was
onto-
added on to, it's got 2 stairs, one goes up to like a loft area, there's 2 bedrooms on this wing down here, then you go on the other part and up in the top, there's 2, could be 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Either way, we gotta see this.
Yeah,
place.
it's just different.
How'd you get those signs?
The one was a friend referral and for the vacant land, and the other one is open house, Marta Crusher's open houses. It's unbelievable.
How are you following up the open house leads?
I just talked.
Just
I follow my 5 so every day I try to talk to 5 active clients, 5
Future clients?
future clients, and 5 non-vets.
Awesome.
how do you do the non-mat?
I call people until they answer.
So they-
Maybe call around the neighborhood, people that you haven't talked to, that you haven't met, or, you know, that you just sold a house. in the
First,
neighborhood.
and it can be like if I'm with the kids at the playground, like if I talk to someone and I can have like even mention anything about real estate, they count in my book. Because that means I'm doing something, right? So I'd rather reward myself with having that conversation than like, I'm not someone that's just gonna sit there and dial phone all day long. But
You're not an invisible realtor. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not invisible.
Not an invisible realtor.
I ask for business like nobody, like I will ask for it 10 times till you tell like get lost. Like,
So we just had a feeding group meeting last night, and one of my successes that I shared when we had our business check-in was I had a person I went to high school with that I never talked to in high school. He was like the sport jock that I never literally talked to. And he reached out to me on Messenger and said, hey, I've seen your real estate stuff all over my Facebook. I just got a job in Brighton. Can we talk about buying a house?
Yes.
And I was like, absolutely. So we have a buyer consult set up at 4.
Why buyer consult?
Because I'm not showing a house without an exclusive buyer.
Excellent. Doesn't it make things go a lot smoother throughout the transaction if you get that consultation up front?
Yes,
Gosh,
Are you doing it in person?
absolutely.
Zoom is okay to do them, right? If for some ungodly reason they can't meet in person, but in person is the way to go. That's how you build rapport. It's so hard to build rapport through video.
Yep.
And last but not least, thank you, Jose, for the referral for a new agent that wants to talk to us about coming on board. And Suzette, I don't know if you're on there. She gave me a referral yesterday that I set an appointment with. And I think she has one more coming. So if any of you guys have any referrals, people that you talk to, people that want to become real estate agents, please send them my way. I'm happy to reach out right away and sit down with any of them. I know this business has been life-changing for myself and a lot of you guys. Help somebody else. If you know who they are, come sit them down with me. So,
We got somebody updating the resume for the TC position.
perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
She's worked for independent bank, so she got full knowledge.
Oh, I like that. Did that come through? Did we get that yet? Or,
So she sent me her resume as like, tailored to the job description. She's been looking for a job, so she's working on that now.
okay. All right, yeah, and we still are looking for a TC position and our Queens MCA position. And Lori told us yesterday that she would like to come back and teach her finance class still, even after she's gone. So we will get that on the calendar and definitely show up to that. It's good stuff.
Like a half-day class every whatever.
Yep. So she's not leaving for good. All right, guys, thanks.